At the edge of the city stood a small bookshop that never appeared on maps. Its sign read, "For what you almost said." Most people passed it without noticing, but those who did enter usually had something unfinished, resting heavily in their chest. Ada found the shop one evening when the sky was undecided about rain. Inside, the air smelled of dust and orange peel. Shelves curved inward like they were listening. There was no cashier, only a bell that rang once, softly, when she stepped in. Each book had no title on its spine. Instead, a single sentence was written on the cover, trembling slightly, as if alive. "I should have stayed. I loved you before I knew how to say it. I was afraid, so I chose silence." Ada's fingers shook. She pulled one book free. The pages were blank at first, then words slowly appeared, forming a conversation she remembered, one she had replayed for years, always wishing she'd spoken differently. Here were the words she swallowed. Here was the courage she misplaced. She read until her eyes burned. When she reached the final page, there was space for one sentence, waiting. "What happens if I write?" She whispered. The shop answered by dimming, as if holding its breath. Ada picked up a pencil from a nearby table and wrote the truth she had never dared to say. The moment she finished, the page warmed beneath her hand. The bell rang again. Outside, the rain finally fell. Days later, the person she had written about called her name on a crowded street. Not magically changed, just softer, more open. The conversation didn't fix everything, but it moved. It breathed. Ada returned to the shop to thank it, but the space between the buildings was empty. Only a faded mark remained on the wall, like a door that had once existed. Years passed. Ada learned to speak sooner, braver, and sometimes, when someone paused too long before saying something important, she would feel it, that quiet bell ringing once, reminding her that unsaid words do not disappear. They wait.